It's still lockdown time, and I'm still working on trying to find things that are good for the soul, good for the mind, keeps us calm, helps us rebalance. And everybody's been saying that we need to have something warm, and here's something I've been doing with my kids, and I have been doing regularly well before the lockdown, but it is helpful, it is immunity boosting, it is calming, and I thought I'd share it with you today. So what it's going to take are the following. You're going to need some ghee, any quality ghee, but we use organic ghee. This is turmeric, just regular old haldi. We get ours freshly ground, and it's also organic. The other thing you're going to need is ground black pepper, just regular old black pepper, and honey. So what you're going to need is a tablespoon, and a teaspoon. Nothing needs to be exact, but essentially these are your ratios, okay? You're going to take about a teaspoon of turmeric, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, a tablespoon, roughly half a tablespoon of ghee, and then as much honey as you need to make it sweet. So I'll go through this again. Half a tablespoon of ghee, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and as much honey as you will need for taste. And essentially mix it up in that proportion and make a paste. Make a paste and just keep it. I keep it, I store, I make enough and I store, because turmeric is an antiseptic anyway. You do not need to store in the refrigerator. If you can, that's fine. If you cannot, that's fine too. And just make the paste and keep it. And then what I do is I take a tablespoon of the paste and I put it into a saucepan, and then I add a cup of milk into the saucepan as well, and I heat it up. I do this for several reasons. First of all, not only is turmeric considered antiseptic and immunity building, but turmeric is also very good for depression and anxiety. Yes, it is very good for depression and anxiety. So, but the curcumin, the core component of turmeric, cannot get absorbed in our blood without a fat and without a spice. That is probably why in traditional Indian cooking, we always put oil and then we roast our masala for a little bit, and haldi happens to be in it. And we put other spices. So it gives us the spice, it gives us the fat, and of course the benefit of curcumin. The honey is simply for flavor. So I'm gonna get this going and show you kind of what it looks like as we move forward. I have my stove on low flame, as you can see. I've measured out my milk, how much milk I want in the cup I'm going to use. So I'm going to pour this milk into the saucepan. I have my turmeric, ghee, black pepper, and honey mixture. I've taken a good heaping tablespoon of that, and I'm going to drop that into the milk. And I'm just going to, I'm going to wait for it to dissolve and become this beautiful golden color. Heat the milk all the way through and pour it back into my cup. And that's all it takes. If you have your paste ready, I'm going to show you what it looks like. You can see it's turned a nice deep yellow golden. You want a few bubbles to be coming around, and once it's warmed all the way through and you can see a little bit of that steam lift off the milk, you know you're good to go. You can turn off the stove. I think it's important to remember that you can use any type of milk. You can even use a plant-based milk, a nut-based milk. I normally use almond milk, but right now in lockdown, it's not so easy to get. So I've just been using regular milk that I can find. It's warm, it's got all the goodness and benefits that you need. I'm just pouring it into the glass and into the cup, in case you're wondering what I'm doing. And it's very safe even for our kids to have, to keep their immunity up. We just need to make sure they're not lactose intolerant, or that we're using the right milk for them, and that the black pepper is good for them. I mean, they're not allergic to it. But essentially, this is what it looks like. Health in a cup, goodness in a cup. And you just sip away at it while it's still hot and while it's still warm. There's so many benefits because the milk is warm. It also helps keep you calm. Warm liquids typically do. Currently, in our situation, they say warm liquids are also helping with this virus. So be it, whatever's helping us these days. And you have all this amazing health goodness. Try it for yourselves, try it with your kids. See if it's helping, especially if there's extra stress in your home just now. Try it. Try a little bit with your kids and try a little bit with yourself. And if it works for you, let us know. Mention it in the comments below. Thank you. Bye. Stay safe.